all things going live here. Feel free to come on in. Make sure that you are giving me a like. Go ahead and click that subscriber button and the bell to get notifications when I go live and post content. We are going to get started in just a few minutes. We are going live with confidence and ease, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Let me check and see if let me do a sound check. Got to do a sound check to make sure everything is working properly. Let's see. Okay, it is working. Thank you all for being here. So this is my 4 o'clock live. You know your girl is running late as usual. I was around these TikTok streets supporting. Hey, sound is great. Thank you so much. How are you, friend? I was just in Urban Eye Candy's room. I was like, okay, I gotta go live. I waited for her flash goal. I was like, let me support. She's been going live for trying to be a little bit more consistent with her live journey. And she was on when I first popped when I was about to get set up. And I was like, let me go in and support. And so when you know what her flash goal came within that first 25 minutes or so. I don't think she hit her tapping goal. Hold on a second. I don't think she hit that tapping goal, but she did get that flash goal within the first 20 minutes or so. And so, yes, she's been doing great. Yeah, she's been trying to show up. She said, Doc, I'm trying my best. And so she said life has been life in a little bit, but she is going to try to stick to it. And her room is doing well. I'm looking at her analytics. She has people coming and going, her setup, but she already got 10 new followers. She only been live for 30 minutes. I need to put that little bug in her ear. And she tries her best to engage too, so that's good. So she's doing better with saying hi to people and connecting with them. So she's picking up what I've been putting down, so that's good. Um how are you? How are you doing? Welcome to the room. Hopefully all is well. Yes, you said goals. How's your dental appointment? Are you doing okay? Hopefully everything's going fine for you, friend. Here is hoping you are doing well. Let me see. What did I just do? Did I get a comment? Um, Let me see. Thought I saw something. I was like, did my husband just comment on one of my videos? He might have. What is TikTok doing? I don't know. I'm not sure, but that was interesting. So mad I can't afford the procedure. Oh, what happened? What do you have to do? Like a root canal or something? You just traumatized me for a second there. I need to I need to go to my original dentist. I went to a dentist back in October with my husband, and we were doing that particular dentist because my son was trying to get his teeth cleaned. Long story short, they didn't take kids his age. So me and my husband both had appointments. Why did they recommend a root canal for both of us? I was like, I ain't never had no issues with my teeth. My teeth are, I get compliments on my teeth. I was like, really? And so I need to go to another dentist. Now my teeth, I let them clean it and stuff. Now my teeth are like super sensitive now. Don't know what's going on. I'm side-eyeing that particular practice. So I was like, I ain't going back to y'all. So I need to go back to my original person I was going to and schedule an appointment. It's time to do it since it's been past 6 months now. So hello, everybody. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much. Hopefully, you all are doing well. I appreciate you all being here. 2 crowns. And I was pissed because I had one and the dentist took it instead of only being uncomfortable on one side when I ate. Now it's on both sides. I'm having a similar issue. Yeah. Yeah. I think, okay, I said root canal. I know my husband had to do a root canal. I think they wanted me to do a crown. I think that's what she was recommending. Yeah. They were impressed with my gums, though. That's good. That's good. I get compliments on my teeth all the time too when they say, "It's like, oh, look at your teeth. Wow." When they when they clean it. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's what it's like. If I get all these compliments, now all of a sudden I got problems. Come on now, y'all. Maybe I'm being a little extra, but that's how I feel about it. Thank you all for being here. They often have to do the root canal to do the crown. It depends. Oh, I'm gonna go back and look at the recommendation. However, I'm going back to the other practice. I'm not going back to them. I'll let the other practice do it. I completely just you here in the house. You say, yeah, your teeth are, yeah. Well, backstory, and you guys, I'm gonna get to live streaming in a second. I know people are coming and going. But backstory is that I had and they look a little they don't look as bright and vibrant as they used to, so I'm gonna have to change my toothpaste. But backstory is I had to have upper braces and I have a permanent wire behind my teeth. Actually, my wire is actually bothering me a little bit. So that's why I know I need to go to the dentist so that they can look at it because it is starting to bother me because I think the adhesive it wears down and I've had to have it fixed um at least twice. I feel like this might be a third time because they're gonna have to fix it. So this might be the third time over the course of now about 25 years. So I'm about to hit 25 years. I'm sure that I've had this permanent retainer. And so long story short, I was one of those people that had a huge gap. Like you can see that little piece of meat right there. I had a huge gap and it was you said, "Wow." And they have a permanent retainer, they pull the teeth together, they did all the work that needed to happen to make sure they closed the gap. When I say a huge gap, picture somebody like, I always say Whitney Houston's daughter. I forgot the baby's name. So you know her daughter. Her daughter had a large gap. It was similar to that extent. It was like very noticeable. It was it was her her signature look. And so I had a gap that large as well. You said, yeah, Bobby Christina. Yep, that's it. That's right. And so yes, I had a gap. Probably similar, if not larger. In your mind, you're like, oh, my a whole another tooth could have fit there. so so yeah, so I had it closed. And I had done that in college. So all my high school years, all my elementary, everything leading up to probably my senior year. I was all the way through college and I had the gap the whole time. And so I finally got it closed. You said your mind is blown. Totally different person y'all would have seen here. You're like, "This girl don't even look the same." Yeah, and actually, when you get that type of dental work done, it changes the shape of your face and all the stuff. So, yeah. So, yeah, I had that work done when I was in grad school. Yep. You said mind blown. Exactly. See, just get me to talk about dental stuff. I tell all my stories. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys. You guys are hearing us chat a little bit. I'm talking to my moderator, the ideal barista. She has some dental work done. So that's what this live is about. Well, that's what this conversation is about. We're going to shift it a little bit. Every dentist says that the braces wouldn't work on me. Oh, but with age, my teeth got straighter and they're all okay. Can't explain it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Your face does shift and change the jawline and all that. Yeah, that's true. I could see that being the case. Yep. And so so I didn't have to do the bottoms at all. It was just really that literally my gap was the problem, and I wore braces. I didn't even wear them for a whole year. I had them for, I think in total, it was like 8 months, maybe 7. But yeah, it was like a half a year, a little over half a year I had to wear them, and they closed up, put the permanent retainer, and I was good. I was like, "Oh, okay." That's all I needed to do all these years. And here's the kicker on this. I'm gonna tell you this. This was back in the 90s now. We're talking a long time ago. He's no, actually early 2000s. Gaps are quite cute, but I say that someone who never had one. Exactly. Precisely. And again, it was a whole look. Okay. No judgment on people who choose to keep them. But for me, I was like, this is a lot. This is a lot to contend with. So I made the choice to no longer have it. And back in that time, see, I'm telling all my stuff on this live stream. Y'all gonna go back and listen to this, be like, okay, this is an interesting story. Has nothing to do with live streaming. Probably something to do with it in terms of just my own comfort level. Um, but with that, I was a case manager. Remember, I told you I did have a master's in social work. So I did case management with child welfare. And I had a child that needed to go to the dentist. And I went for an appointment. They were going to the orthodontist, actually. You said correct. It all comes back to live streaming. So um he had to go to an orthodontist and he was gonna get braces and they were doing the evaluation for his teeth and stuff. And so when I spoke, I was at the appointment and I said, "Hey, if I ever wanted to close up my gap, what how," pretty much what's the process for it, what's the cost, all the things. And he looked at my teeth. He did a quick examination of my teeth, just kind of, eyeballing it, not doing the full photos and all the things. And he's like, you simple, you're a simple case. He's like, yeah, get braces. I'll put a permanent retainer behind your teeth, and you're good to go. Not you wouldn't have to wear a retainer. I was like, really? I was like, well, how much would it cost? He's like, $400. That's what he gave me for it. So $400, permanent retainer, the smile you see right here. That's what I paid for. I was like, "All right, let me put this on a credit card." So that's what I did back when I was in my 20s. And so, yeah, so yeah, yeah. So now, of course, now, of course, you cannot get no dental work done for that price. And so here I am. I'm gonna have to get some dental work done as well. So anyway, thank you. You said or 700 with insurance paying 8% before that. That's not bad, I guess. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. My husband, I think the dentist was quoting us about 1,200. I think it was gonna be well, it wasn't 1,200 each. It was like in total, it was gonna be like 1,200. I guess that's 600 each. I think that's how it was gonna be, 600 each per person. So we are like, let me go look into this before we drop 1,200. So I need to go to my other dentist and see what my options are, see if they see the same thing. I'm kind of annoyed about it, but I'm gonna have to do the same thing. I might end up having to pay it. So it is what it is. Hello, everybody. I appreciate y'all listening to that story. Thank you all for being here. I'm about to go live on TikTok to your girl is here. Thank you all for joining. If you want to give the live a like, if you want to comment, see us in here doing a small talk. So I appreciate you all joining. I was like 700 after the insurance is paying 80% of the rest. Yikes. Yeah. That is a lot. It's a lot. I mean, I won't say what I really think because it'll be on this live. It'll be on this live forever. So, but it is a lot. So you can shop around. You can always shop around. That is the thing about it. Let a dentist come on here and tell us otherwise. So, if a dentist sees this message and want to comment, feel free to comment. Let us know what you think. So, appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all the support. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. If you don't mind liking the live, commenting, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button and the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. Don't be shy. Exactly. Tell us what you think, fellow dentists. That's what this live stream is about. So, you guys, like, I mean, obviously everything has to come back to live streaming, but really your live can be conversations like this where you're getting to know your community, you're having real life conversations, and ultimately people are coming in to chat and connect and grow. And then obviously if you have a specific topic you want to cover, like I talk about live streaming, you can easily talk about that as well. Thank you all for supporting the live, though. We are going to go live. I'm not going to be on here super long. Your girl we have our weekly meeting. So I really do need to get off. This might be a hot hour. I might do an hour live and then we get in, get out, and then come back come back tomorrow, start all over again. My live tomorrow is going to be interesting because I have to celebrate my little guy. So his mama has agreed to bring him cupcakes to his class and then eat lunch with him. So I have to fit that into my schedule tomorrow when I go live. And honestly, I might try to go on early so I can get at least 90 minutes in because I'm going to have to be off the live by 11 because I got to get back to the school in time for lunch. So that may be how I do it. And maybe I'll come back and go live again after lunch. So I might take a hour and then take a break and then come back and go another hour. So I might do something like that. So we'll see. Thank you. Great vibes, positive face. Oh, pretty face. Looks good. Thank you so much, Marcel. Appreciate the support. We are about to go live on TikTok. So you guys know I co-stream. So I appreciate the support. This is going to be a playlist for you to go back and watch on YouTube. So I always make sure my content is available for people to watch so that ultimately you can get tips and strategies on how to go live, as well as if you're going to leverage TikTok or YouTube in terms of how to go live. I am a YouTube Partners Program. I talk about my journey over the last year of going live. I hit my 1 year anniversary on April 8th. And my moderator, the Idea Barista, she started her journey on April 8th. So, are you still going? Have you done another live yet, friend? Let us know if you've done another. But, um, but yes, so that's what I've been doing here. So I appreciate you all supporting the live. Thank you so much. You guys see the shopping cart. I'm a shopping affiliate, so I've unlocked all the monetization. I can do ads on my content. I need to set that up. I just unlocked that last week. I also can have the opportunity to do memberships. So if you want to become a member of my live, I'm looking at doing live specific for my YouTube live sessions just for my members on YouTube, and then gifting is also available to super chats, super stickers, super thanks. All those are unlocked as well. So, by the way, I spoke to Yes Michelle yesterday. I love her, and she said not to do shorts and long form on the same channel. She does recommend that. There is a couple creators. I know one who's really popular here on YouTube. He talks about YouTube optimizing your profile. He has a pro program and stuff that he promotes, and he really was that person because I saw his video right around the time she was talking about it. I think he had posted, and so that was kind of a thing that was floating around about 9 months ago. But ultimately, the logic is that if you do shorts, um, your channel, the algorithm is looking for your shorts content and people. Just when you think about people's behaviors and stuff, they're looking for short form content and they typically will not engage in your long form content. And then the opposite is true for people who want your long form content. They're not interested in your shorts, they want your long form. So that's kind of the logic. So you really want to make a decision early on, pretty early in your page, if you're going to be a long form streamer. I mean, a long form content developer and creator, rather, as well as or a shorts channel. So you have to kind of make a decision. And so his recommendation is to kind of decide early, do what you need to do, and take that approach. Um, there is kind of a hybrid approach where if you take your shorts, so if you know your channel, you're someone who's really diligent about doing your long form content. If you take your short and make it where you link it to your long form, you always want to do that, particularly if you know you're trying to drive attention to your long form content. So use your shorts to drive attention there, and you're being intentional about how your shorts are developed. So you're saying, hey, if you want more of this, click the link below. You know what I'm saying? Like that call to action that you're doing, where you're being very intentional about, hey, my long form is where I'm going to give all the tea. And so being intentional in that way is another way to kind of market your long form content. But if you're gonna do just straight shorts, then stick to shorts. I personally think the road to monetization is challenging when you do shorts. I don't know. I think the way they have it set up, you would almost have to be someone who's doing like multiple shorts a day so that again you're driving views, you're really trying to help the algorithm know what your channel's about, and you're doing that consistently, almost daily, 2 to 3 videos a day, so that if you're trying to get that 3 million views over the course of 90 days, because that's what you're doing over the course of 90 days, you can hit that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a likelihood that maybe something you're doing might go viral. You're being very intentional about how you're posting and being intentional about driving interest and traffic to your channel. But if you're not doing that, then I almost feel like, you know, doing an approach that I did, and although I wasn't and I haven't been optimizing the way I should. So that's my challenge. That's my kind of problem that I need to address sooner rather than later because the person she's talking about, I don't know his last name, but his first name is Trey because I can hear him talking. Hey Trey, this is a tarot reading, right? No, I'm not. I'm talking about live streaming. I'm not talking about tarot reading. But welcome to the room. I don't have any cards. I know how to deal, but I don't have any cards. You want me to tell you your future? Your future is you're gonna go live. There you go. If you're only doing an hour, you should probably hit the button. Yes. TikTok Live. TikTok Live. We are live on TikTok. Live streaming tips. We're talking about all things live streaming. We're giving live streaming tips. Welcome to the room. We're talking about all things going live. We're talking about how to go live streaming tips, beginner friendly tips. So come in. If you want to know how to go live, we are talking about how to go live. Welcome to the room. We are giving live streaming tips. Hello, pals. How are you, friend? Welcome to the room, everybody. We're talking about how to go live. Come on in. Hi, Apostle Adrian. I need to get to your room. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you all. You guys are so sweet. Yeah, I was like, Doc, we was waiting. What in the world? We were waiting, waiting, waiting. Your girl just clicked the go live button. Somebody just tried to connect with me. Unfortunately, I just clicked the button, so I typically don't accept requests when I first click the button. Thank you all for being here because we got to get that tapping. We got to get the room ready to go. Yes, long time no see. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys coming in. We are talking about how to go live. Appreciate my friends on the YT as well. Soda, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Super duper 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 late. So I was on the YT chatting away, talking and small talk with pals. And then came over here. Thank you so much. Hey, Kim Love Jones came over here. And let me say this, we are gonna meet as an agency tonight at 6:30. So I am going to do this is gonna be a hot hour. We're gonna probably time it down to the minute because I think by me starting so late, I gotta end it by 5:40, maybe 5:45. We'll do a quick hour of a live stream. I'll answer questions, we'll chat a little bit, but I do need to get off so I can get to the meeting. Hey Doc, how you doing, Kim? And then so I can get to our meeting. We'll chat over there for a little bit. Got a couple updates for you guys, so maybe the meeting won't be super long unless you guys have some stuff we need to cover and discuss as a community. And so I say that because those who are not in the room that are not in the agency, we do have a weekly agency meeting. So we didn't meet last week because of Easter, so we're going to meet this week. Oh, did you and Pals do a YT thing or just a private meet? No, I co-stream and Pals comes over. She's my moderator. So Pals is the moderator. So she came over. She was there as soon as I hit the go live because I was late, y'all. Late. I went to Urban Eye Candy. She's crocheting live. So I popped in on her and now I was late from that, and then I came live on YouTube first. I always do that first, and then I came over here to TikTok super late. Hey, Patricia, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Others coming in. I appreciate you all being here. Did you get your flash go? Kim, you so sweet. You said, did you get the goal yet? No, no, not yet. We're doing that tapping. We're tapping to 10K in 10 minutes. We're going to see if we can get that goal. Typically, what happens once we hit that 10K, we usually get the flash goal within no more than 15 minutes of going live. That's been kind of the pattern. So I tell you guys, if you guys can get that get that tapping up for your community, it will help with getting that flash goal. And we'll see what they give us. They gave us roses earlier. I'm probably destined for the heart me's, but we'll see. How do we attend the meeting? Beatable. When I was earlier today, you should have received, I'm pausing. Did you see it? Because I'm trying to see, did you sign up for my stuff yet? You should have received an email. Check your junk mail, because that's typically where it goes. So check your junk folder to make sure you got it. Let me see if you're on my spreadsheet. Um, Yep, you're on my spreadsheet, so you should have received it. It would have went to your beatable email that you gave me. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you. I accept compliments. Thank you, friends. So yes, so beatable, you should be in good shape. Let me know if you didn't get it. Just look, I got it. Okay, perfect, perfect. Hello, it's nice meeting you. I'm new here. Well, welcome. 300 dates later. What is your page about? Thank you for the rose. Dating after divorce. Ooh, 300 plus dates. So you don't have to decode men's behavior and patterns. Ooh, do you go live? That's interesting. You said dates. That's what you made. You said I did 300 of them, girl. Thank you so much, everybody. We are liking a lot. See the hearts there. Let's see. We are 4 minutes in. We are going to see if we can beat the goal. We're 5.6K likes. You said it's the tie New Year tonight. So I'm counting. Thank you very much, Susan. It as my New Year resolution start. I like that. All right, I like that. Not that much, 2 dates a month in 12 years. Whoo! So you don't go live that much. All right. So is that kinda let's keep going? So is that's the goal to go live sooner than later? I would love to sit in on that one. Dated quite a bit after my divorce. That's funny you say that. That was I don't it wasn't 300. It wasn't 300. It wasn't 300. I did have my share of dates, but it was nowhere near 300, friend. Yeah, I got out the game, again because 'cause I'm remarried. I got out the game probably, like, within 2 years after being divorced, but I did not do 300 dates. Thank you all for being here, I appreciate you. Um, Let me know, did I miss some other questions? I did. Des, how are you? So you have an in-depth understanding of how this TikTok works. I sure do, friend. Let me know if you have questions. Um, are you still here, Des? Let me know if you're still here, friend. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you so much, Susan. Thank you so much for being here. Um, and so I appreciate everybody jumping in. I know I was super late. Hello, Miss Darlene. How are you, friend? Good evening. Good evening. Let's see. I'm on my way back from one of the states. Not impressed. Thank you for doing this. You're welcome. Tap, tap, tap. We're liking alive. We are letting those flow, those hearts flow. It is one of the things you can do is tap the center of the screen. You see the hearts popping on the screen. And as you tap, there's going to be a heart that pop up in the corner by my face. As you tap, 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 then there's a line that crawls across. And then ultimately that line will get to the end of the road. And when you let go, confetti will fall on the screen and it will show how many likes you've given just by tapping the screen. And so I'm going to let go. I'm going to let the confetti fall. And that confetti fell. You guys see it. I don't see it. It's something for you to see. And it says how many likes you sent. I do use a clicker. This is my other phone, other account. And I do use a clicker to support. We did make it. Thank you so much. We did that in 7 minutes, you all. Thank you so much for supporting that flash go. That's what it's all about. I appreciate all the support. I've always wanted to know when we go live, do we make money only from gifts? No, not only from gifts. That's primarily one of the ways to do it. Wow, that's crazy. You didn't know that happened? You said, "Wow, that's crazy." Yes, we did it. Happy Sunday, Daisy. How are you? Thank you so much for the follow. Lexi, okay, so here's the different ways you can monetize on a live stream. Live streams obviously is a way to connect with your community. You build your community, people are coming in supporting you. Gifting is a primary way to monetize. TikTok has what's called the Scale Live Rewards, where they break down how do you earn in terms of the different things that happen throughout your live stream. If you get per live, each live you can earn up to 40%, and then each week you can earn up to an additional 13%. So they say overall you can make 53% per week. That's not true. Most of us make about 49 to about 52 and a half because we're not those high A league influencers. So there's a difference there. But with that being said, per live you can make up to 40%. It's based on new followers, 5 new followers, and if you go live at least 25 minutes or longer, that duration matters. So that's factored in, and that's how you get the 40%. TikTok takes the difference. And then if you have an agency that's coaching you and talking to you about different ways to monetize and grow your channel, I'm sorry, your page, and then also your live stream that is, and then all the different campaigns and things that's going on, those are ways that agencies can support. And TikTok pays agency. So out of that 60% TikTok gets, they pay agencies their a few percentages. Let's keep going. Yeah, we're gonna keep tapping. I appreciate the hearts. Let's get those hearts flowing to the side. We're gonna share out the live. You'll see the share button here. If you click that share button, you can repost the live. You can add it to your story. You can share it with other friends and groups that you belong to. If you press the center of the screen down, remember I told you you were tapping before, but if you press down, you can also send it to different people to share it out to. So send it that way by doing what's called a power share when you press down in the middle of the screen. Thank you all for supporting the live. Thank you all for power sharing and supporting the live stream. So when it comes down to monetizing, gifting is one way. You can offer a subscription benefit. It's called super fans. You can offer that. That's another way to monetize. You can also offer a shopping affiliate. You can be a TikTok shop affiliate. You can monetize by different products that you're promoting and selling. You can also monetize by participating in campaigns. And then that's ways for people to monetize because if you get on the leaderboard and you pretty do well in those campaigns, you monetize that way. You can monetize from the games that you do, battling, and that's part of gifting too. It's the engagement and gifting. TikTok did give us the flash go. Let's see what it is, you all. This is something that TikTok sets, not Dr. Lisa. We have 28, 28 I love you so muches. So if you don't mind sharing a little love, this is one per person. It's a way for the algorithm to know if people are actively supporting and participating in a live stream. So we have 39 people in the room. We need 28 of these. So one per person. It's a I love you so much. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate the support. Everybody will get, most people get a flash goal. When you don't get a flash goal, I don't think A-leaguers get flash goals. I think that's what happens. They get exempt from the flash goal, y'all. But us little people, us little people, we get the flash goal. So I tell people, don't ignore it, do it. Hopefully you can achieve it if your room is doing what it needs to do. TikTok says, okay, they're engaging, they're doing what they need to do. I tell people all the time, if you are a live host, when you are asking for support, you're going to be asking for support. You're going to be asking people to tap your screen, share your live, support your flash goal, support your daily heart me. That's the join heart me up here. You're going to ask people to support you. You got to make sure you're a supporter too. Okay. So that's where the badges, the blue box and the Lisa, that's what the flash goal is representing. I'm sorry, the Daily Heart Me fan club represents is the Lisa box that you see next to people's names. That's what that represents. So you want to make sure that you are active viewer and participant in lives too. Can I go live to talk about my biz and earn from my TikTok? Brandy, you can. I would encourage you to turn and activate Service Plus. If you have a service type business where you're doing consultations, coaching, or some other services you're offering. Otherwise, if you're selling products, and the proper way to do things is to be a TikTok shop affiliate, or I'm sorry, a seller. So you have your products that you're selling. I am noticing my tapper is not working. Is it? Um, Mine is. I had to readjust it, but it does seem like it's working. Let me see how many taps you sent, Kim. You sent 461. Hey, Haley. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. First time gifter. Thank you for supporting the live. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here and spreading a little love with that flash goal support too. Thank you so much, friend. You could have given that to anybody. Oh, that was the heart me support. Thank you. You could have done that for anybody. So I appreciate you doing it here. Hello from Michigan. I'm not selling, I'm promoting my online digital, your digital business. Yeah, so Service Plus is what I would tell you to activate um, as a way to stay kind of in compliance with TikTok. You'll have people on here selling and doing stuff all without using Service Plus. They're being a little risky because TikTok will give violations or restrictions depending on what you're doing. The restriction is usually when you're talking and it sounds as if you're pushing people off the platform. TikTok's like, no, 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 you can't do that. So you got to make sure you're not redirecting. All right. You make it so much easier. Oh, you're so sweet. I appreciate that. I would be scared to go live, do live. Oh no, no, we don't talk that way. I would be scared to do 300 dates. Oh, ma'am. You said, "Hey, Lorna, how are you, friend? How are you gonna sit there and say you scared to go live and you going on these dates?" I'm noticing. Oh my goodness. OMG, 300 days. Who does that? Oh, what's the also nervous to go live. You also nervous? Don't be nervous, friends. You got this. New here. I just achieved Service Plus, activated Service Plus. That's good. That's good. I'll talk about it. My friend, who just asked about it. Hold on one second. It went away on me. Let's see. Was it Brandy? Brandy, yes. I was like, let me talk about Service Plus. Hey, from the FYP. Hello, friends. Thank you so much. You make it look easy. I've never gone live. Oh, come on in, you guys. We're gonna talk about it. I don't want you guys to be scared or nervous about this. Um, I'm here to learn, gorgeous. Thank you so much, Colleen. I appreciate it. By the way, beautiful lipstick. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. It's a mixture on YouTube. So I do go live on YouTube so that you guys know I'm co-streaming. I'm literally live in 2 different spaces. That's why I said, um, it took me a minute to come over here because I was chatting over there. But that's my tablet. You guys will see in real time. I'm on that screen. And so, I say that to you guys, I'm over there because I just got over the course of the last few months, I've got monetized on YouTube, and you can do shop affiliate there. TikTok does not have this lipstick over on here, so I don't have it in my shopping cart, but they do have it on YouTube. So it's there. It's a L'Oreal brand. So if you guys ever you want to follow me there, it's the same name and stuff. So thank you all for coming in and following. I appreciate it. I always have to say that. Hello, hello. Do you teach how to stream from both places? I do actually. I do talk about it. I mainly talk about TikTok, and so my YouTube becomes kind of a playlist for you to go back and watch my content and my information about both platforms, but primarily TikTok. TikTok just invited me today to YYF Live Incentive Program. Okay, yeah, the Live Incentive Program. So do you go live, CC? So cool. You added dual streaming. Yep, I do both places, and I've been able to monetize both places. Last week I did 1 year officially on YouTube, and then this is my I've been on TikTok since January 2025. So I started first on TikTok. Thank you, friend. And then I started to do the live streams here on YouTube in April of 2025. So I just celebrated 1 year. And I also have been monetizing fully on YouTube now. So I just unlocked the ad revenue that you can put on your content too. So you can run ads on your content and monetize there as well. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Yeah, friend. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm still trying to monetize. All right, friends. And so on TikTok, I'm what's called a creator network agency. I'm an owner and manager for creators in my agency. We have over 165-ish. I have to look at the exact number. And so not everybody goes live, but we're going to get them there. And so the goal for you is to go live and keep going live and building your community. And the only difference between me and you is that I started and y'all just need to start and keep doing it. Something you can use. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Everybody supporting. We are doing the flash goal too. Can I pin it again? Okay, perfect. So I just pinned it again. If you guys don't mind supporting that flash goal, we need 28 of them. That means 28 people. 28, not 28 not 28 by themselves, 28 people. One per person, if you don't mind supporting. So that is the way to achieve the flash goal. TikTok wants um participation from everyone. Okay, so keep that in mind. And so if you don't mind supporting, I'm going to talk about the engagement piece too. Keep the good work. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. How many hours do you do a day? I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. So this is my 4 o'clock Eastern. I'm in Florida. And I came super late. I'm just gonna give you guys a heads up. I probably have a hard stop at 5:45. So we have our agency meeting tonight. So I do need to get off and prepare for that. That's gonna be tonight at 6:30. Went live for the first time this weekend. Nice, Kim. Look at you. I'm proud of you, friend. How did it feel? How did it go for you? Pooh, can I be in your agency? Because I joined an agency and they are not doing anything to help me. CC, CC, I can't coach or poach. But there is a process if you want to talk to them first to understand the process to continue and get support or not. So definitely touch base with them first. If someone in the agency want to ask me that question differently, I may answer it. So good. How are you? I'm doing well, friend. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the support. Thank you all. Hello, E-Nurse. How are you, friend? And I'll support you. Thank you so much, friend. It's happening. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all coming through. I can pin that flash goal one more time before it expires. And we want to make sure we achieve it. So if you guys have not clicked the flash goal up here, it's in this area. It's the I love you so much. We need 10 more. 11 more. I think we need 11 more. So we can get 11 different people. We need a total of 28. So there's plenty of you here. So if you have not sent it, you just click right up in here and send it. I appreciate it. I need support, please. Hello, Brandy. How are you, friend? Thank you so much. Others who are sending it, I appreciate the support. I fear my head was greater than actually doing it. Not much engagement. The fear in your head was actually greater than actually doing it. Let me pin that. Let me pin that because that's the reality of it. We do make up a story in our head. Maybe we have some unrealistic expectations of this. I'm planning to go live for the second time sometime this week. Awesome. And so with that, we create this anxiety and fear about the process. And at the end of the day, I tell you, first of all, every one of us who have gone live before, we had to start somewhere. We all have an origin story. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no person who comes on and automatically they're great. You kind of build into this. You kind of adapt to that platform and how to engage. And you, as a live host, your job is to educate, entertain, and inspire people. And so you have to have good engagement. And then you, as a viewer, have to have good engagement. And what I teach here is that you need to make sure you're an engaged viewer so that you can take that information and share it with your community and help them understand how to engage as well. All right. So again, you create this narrative, this story that says, oh, this is scary, it's impossible, I'm fearful. And I had to switch that thinking because I was like, you know what? I'm talking to my best friend, the person I love the most, which is me. Me is having a conversation with all of y'all, and at the end of the day, there's nothing I should be afraid of. There's nothing that is nerve-wracking about this. Maybe people may not come in, you know? Or maybe that 1 or 2 person people come in and they sit and talk with me and we have a nice conversation, and that's great. And those 1 or 2 people will grow into 3 to 4 people, and then 6 to 7 people, and then 8 to 9 people, and so it's going to continue to grow. But it starts with you showing up and being engaging, all right? I'm good, thanks. I've been watching your live for the last few days and it's been great, but I need what you need, friend. You said, I need support. All right. Well, definitely continue to come. I do offer one-on-one consultations as well as coaching. And then, like I said, in the agency, we do our weekly meetings. That's what's going to happen today. We'll do our weekly meetings, and people come in, and you have different levels of understanding, different questions that come up, and we are talking through it. So it really does become kind of a nice little support network. The other thing I would say is I do one-on-ones with my creators we're looking at your analytics and performance. I have a school platform. There's resources there that you can take and review and look at, and so there is support. I tell people all the time, though, it starts with you. The resources to support are right here on the platform. I'm gonna be honest with you. So if you, um, are needing additional training, additional information, there's TikTok Live Academy training, there's the Creator Academy, there's question marks all in this live that you can look at, read, and review to understand how to go live. So there's a lot of support here. So it's just a matter of you taking the initiative too. I have a couple creators that I'll unpack. Let's finish out the flash code real quick. We need 5 more. I'm gonna unpack something because I want you guys to understand the nature of what happens here. Um, Last few minutes. We got 2 minutes, 5 people, 2 minutes. So if you have not sent it, please send your I love you so muches. We need 2 more, 2 different people to achieve it. 2 different people. Hey, Black Lotus. Black Lotus, where were you at yesterday? What happened? I don't think I saw you yesterday. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. We need one more person to love on this live. Thank you so much, y'all. We achieved it, so I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. I love you back so much. All right. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate that. All right, let's catch up. Let me catch up on a few comments. Thank you all for being here. I had a thought I was going to share. Let me talk about the type of person you have to be here. All right. It's not scary going live for me. The scary part is when I have to talk in person in a big crowd. There we go. Hey, that public speaking, you in the safety of your home. My feet is propped up on my little um, desk here on the desk platform. I'm sitting here in my little pajama pants. I'm sitting here talking to y'all, having a whole conversation in my house, comfort of my home. And so there's nothing scary about that. If I had to be out in front of 3,000 people, 300 people, 50 people, I would have second thoughts about what I say, how I say it. All the things would come up. And I tell people all the time, I'm a nervous, afraid, shy girl as well. And, for this has kind of helped me in terms of that shyness. And it has actually been a really, really positive experience in terms of how I think about my capacity to do almost anything. You know what I'm saying? Like your ability to conquer something like this that you're like, "Wow, I can't believe this. I can't believe how much I've grown." And I've grown significantly. If you look at my content creation, if you look at how I represent in my content, how I show up here, this is a totally different person you're seeing than the person who started a year ago, over a year ago. And so just recognizing you're going to develop, I tell you, practice makes progress, not perfection. You're not trying to be perfect. That whole concept of practice makes perfect is not a thing. You're progressing. The algorithm's going to change. You're going to change. You're going to adapt. And there are going to be some other things that you learn along the way that you'll be able to apply to your live stream or apply to your content. But the goal is that you continue to do it and continue to keep doing it and focus. Black Lois, did you say you in Japan? Where you at? You in Japan? What happened? Where you at for real? Are you in Japan for real? Let me know. I'm new. How you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. Hey, sweetie. How you doing, friends? Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all coming through. Thank you all for supporting. It builds confidence. Absolutely. It absolutely builds confidence. So I don't want you guys to be afraid of this. In a year, girl, you got this. You know what? The whole 300 dates, you have a whole lot of confidence, friends. If you could do 300 dates, so you got this too. You can totally do this. Um, Day two, exploring live. There we go, friend. Let's see. I was gonna say, let's practice. Yes, you said I'm new here. How you doing, Raquel? um, he said I will do it. There we go. Let me say this though. Ultimately, let me go back to the agency stuff and needing support because here's what I'm gonna say. If you are a person And I don't mean to be offensive to anybody in the room because I understand when you're like new and this a new thing, you're trying to figure it out and stuff. And so I recognize and respect the element of you don't know what you don't know. Okay? So that is true. You don't know what you don't know. However, when you are told and shown how to do things or how to get information, the onus is going to be on you to do that, to do your own research, to do your own homework, to learn and grow as an individual. Because what an agency cannot do is do your live. Your live is your live. So at the end of the day, you have to show up for that live. You're showing up for that community. You are learning and growing. And some of this is going to be on the live training. Okay. And so your experience are pearls. Thank you. And so your advice is very, very helpful. Thank you so much. And so I recognize that there's a lot of people, and for whatever reason, um, they become a little codependent for lack of a better word, and you're expecting people to do things for you, and your life won't grow, you won't grow unless you take that initiative. All right, so I say that because I want to make sure you understand, like, an agency can't do your life and there's nobody who can do it for you. We can give you pearls of wisdom, we can share some different tips and strategies, we can share information about the community guidelines, but the community guidelines is up to you to read it. Understanding what's happening in these live and what these buttons do, it's up for you to press buttons and read the question marks and learn it for yourself. And so a lot of that you can ask people questions and they can show you, but it's going to require you to take that exploration and learn it and train on your own. So I say that because I've had some people who joined the agency and I think that was their mindset like, "Oh, Dr. Lisa, you're going to come to my live every day and sit with me and walk me through every little step and talk to me about every." It's like, "No, that's not how this works." I don't have time for that. Your life is your life. You sit there and make sure you read through the materials and understand where things are at and press buttons. Nothing, you can't break anything. And so that's a big piece of it. So if you have a mindset that you have an expectation for people to do it for you, or walk and hold your hand the whole time, then that's not what's gonna happen here. And so just know that and understand that you take control. This is the one time, if any time in your life, that it is your journey. It is your life, okay? And you wanna make sure you stay within the community guidelines, but again, you wanna make sure that you're doing something that you're passionate about and talking about, and you have to take that responsibility. Let me catch up on some comment. My goal is to live with while crocheting to show my craft. Raquel, yes. I have two creators right now that are live crocheting. Urban Eye Candy and Crochet Like a Pro. They're literally both on the screen crocheting away. That's exactly what they're doing, crocheting away. So, yes, definitely, friend, that's a great idea. You can absolutely do that. So just wanted to say that you said I'm just pressing everything. There we go, friend. I'm new live streams. There we go, friend. There we go. Third time today, my goats in from. It was so nice. Oh, nice. Let's keep going. I appreciate that. New live streams. I love that. Let's see. Others coming in the room. Let me know if you guys have questions. Thank you so much for being here. I feel like I'm gonna jump out my skin when I try to go live. Why is that? Well, before is that a positive or negative, friend? No. Before the end of the spring, I will try. There we go. All right. That is what I tell people, it's always good to try something in like a 30-day time frame. Give yourself 30 days, continue to go live, show up, do your craft, do your live stream. I mean, and so making sure that you're going live and feeling comfortable each day it gets better. I tell people your day one's not gonna be like your day 20. Your day 20 is not gonna be like your day 30. Your day 30 is not gonna be like your day 90. You know what I'm saying? So you do grow and develop along the way. How you doing, was it Shiro Faith? Welcome to the room. I don't know. Hold on one second. One second. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Um, you have less than 40 minutes. I know. I get to talking, and before you know it, time is up. That's the whole thing. It goes so quickly, y'all. You said resume workshop. You said that's negative. Why? You'll get used to it. Thank you for all being here. Oh, you're so welcome. Um, how all the buttons work. Jen, Jeanette struggling are real here. I feel you, friend. Um, I've heard if you do something for 66 days, it will become a habit. That's true. I would agree with that. Yep. I'm on TikTok for less than 30 days. Okay. So yeah. So the live stream is definitely in that category of things that you could become accustomed to. It becomes a habit. You're showing up. I hate to say it, y'all. I miss it. When I don't go live, I'm twiddling my fingers. I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing, y'all, right now? Oh, I'm supposed to be going live. So for me, it has become a true habit. It may be a slight addiction. So, but no, I love it. I love it, and I love connecting with all of you, and it's been a great experience overall. You have those moments where you're still kind of getting adapted to hear whether you're trying to understand how to remove a troll or someone who's being a bad actor. Hello, friend. Hey, Clara. Or someone who is being inappropriate, the language and stuff. And, you can click the words, screen pops up. You can mute them. That means you mute the words. You can block them. That means you get them out of your room. Or you can report them if it's really inappropriate. So there's things you can do to kind of safeguard your room. And at the end of the day, this is your live. And so you hold the mic literally. And so people can't just come in your room and do anything. And so you are in control, friends. Let's see. You said, hello, I want to start going live on here. Do you have replay where I can look at your live later? Kathy, absolutely. I go live. I'm co-streaming right now on YouTube. So same name, follow me. And you can go on my channel. You'll see me right now live streaming. And so the content's there. It'll be there. It posts at the end of the night. Midday. Well, tonight, 4 o'clock. Yeah, you'll see it later on tonight. um, where the newest live stream pops up. Do you keep some snacks there? Do you keep some snacks there? Some snacks where? Oh, on my live. I really don't eat or drink on my live stream. TikTok's funny about eating and drinking, well, drinking in particular. So, especially if it's alcoholic beverage, you want to make sure that you are turning on your audience control. I usually come off camera, take a sip of my water or something like that. And so just being careful about the algorithm, thinking that there's something else in your glass. I had someone that had a t-shirt on that's in the agency, and it said something about drinking coffee, and TikTok gave kind of a warning label that said this live is um sharing or doing something that is not always recommended. Something like that. It caught the word drinking. I think that's what happened. So we are dealing with an algorithm, a computer, so it may pick up on things that you're doing that you're gonna have to make sure you appeal, or like I said, turn on your audience control, or don't do it. Yeah. Um you said I have 10 coloring with love. I have 10 followers, but I just published my first coloring book. I'm not I'm not giving up. There we go, friend. You had 26 followers. Look at you, friend. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope to get lots of questions doing lives like you do. I think that would yeah, help keep things going. Absolutely. Absolutely. But let me manage expectations. It takes time. It takes time to get that engagement. It doesn't happen overnight. Um, those first 30 days will help with getting you TikTok used to you, get you used to going live, making sure you do some of the things that will help push your live out a little bit more. Keep in mind as you're growing, if I had, you know, 600 people in a room, 1,000 people in a room, it would take me a minute to manage this because I don't have moderators in the room right now. Things will be coming quickly. So recognize that growth that you're seeing, that incremental growing, more people in your room. Hello, friend. Thank you so much. It's going to help you adapt to as you are growing too and learning, you'll be able to adapt to that growth. So just keep that in mind. You don't want a lot of people in the beginning. In the beginning, I tell people practice your messaging when there's no one in a room, you still can practice what you would say, and that can become content. So it's not a loss. It's actually a gain because it's slower. You can figure out how you want to say things. You can re-say them. And then all of a sudden you have a nice little clip where you can download that recording. TikTok gives you a recording every 30 days. You have the last 30 days of recordings and you can take clips from them and make that content on your page. Like, so really be intentional about how you're doing things. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you for the daily heart me's. I see lots of water bottles being drunk from. Yeah, I mean, like I said, people, you don't know if they have their content disclosure on or in their audience control. But I would say at the end of the day, try to avoid it because they will give you a violation for it. Um, Very true. Agreed. Gradual growth will give you time to grow. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Again, you got to think about everything that happens here is like real life experiences. Thank you so much, Traveling Susan. Do you talk a lot in real life? No, I don't actually. I know, seriously, I don't. I am introverted. So if my family, well, there most people know I do this now, so I haven't been too secretive anymore. But in the beginning, I was kind of on the hush hush. I wasn't talking about it as much. But a lot of people who know me, they know I do this. I actually had a second cousin that came in the other day. Did I tell you guys that? I didn't speak to it too much because when she came in, I was like, wait a minute. She's a cousin that I know on Facebook, and growing up when we were little, we hung out, a little bit too. But yeah, she came into the live. I was like, "Hey, family, hi." So that was new. But no, I don't a lot of people don't know. I shouldn't say a lot of people. There are people who still don't know I do this, and they probably would be surprised about it. So it is something that I don't broadcast, but the people who know, they know. He said, "Dr. Lisa, I drink water every day." I know. Hey, hey, as long as if you're good, that's good. If it doesn't cause problems, that's fine. Just be mindful. If the moment you change the color of the glass and what the beverage looks like, TikTok might get you. All right. So be careful. But no, just realize there is something to be said about, you got to be careful about it. And then when it happens, you'll be like, "What happened?" Coach V, I don't know if she's here right now, but she tells the funniest story about when her second day of going live, she's like TikTok dinged her for drinking out of her little nice fancy glass. And she had a glass that had a straw that was with it, and it was like a glass straw. So it kind of looked like she was drinking something inappropriate or snorting. I don't know what it was thinking. And so TikTok gave her she got a restriction for that particular live. So just know it is something that the algorithm may not like it. Okay. What are things that I can do to push my live? Oh, let me talk about that. I'll talk about engagement. Let me talk about engagement in the beginning. Anyway, let me circle back because we got some newbies in the room. You guys know I see you and I know you guys are new. So it would only be appropriate if I tell you that we see you. And some things that you're doing are not appropriate because I'm going to talk about it, especially if you want to know how to go live. What is the things that push out my live? Okay, give me 1 second. How long have you been on TikTok? Over a year, um, almost a year and a half. So I started January 2025. 2025. How do I get my life out of Nigeria? Change what you're saying and doing. Um, and search for different things that will help the algorithm know what you're searching for and search for the topics that you want to discuss in your live stream and the people you want to come to your live stream. That's going to help feed the algorithms more information about you. You also can do content preferences. You can also um, reset your algorithm too. Very true. Agree. Gradual growth. Yep. So, even coffee. Yep. Even coffee. Do you talk a lot in real life? Nope, I don't. I just said that. Hard to believe. They give you a violation for drinking water. Yes, you could potentially get that. I was going back up to comments real quick. Um, what's on your necklace? You know what? This is a Urman. It's just a diamond, a Urman. It's a one of the older original Urmans. Let's see. Can you spell out some bad words you can't use if you know what I mean? Um, you gotta be careful about illicit drugs. You gotta be careful about, so even saying the slang words, you gotta be careful about that. You don't wanna say anything that talks about trauma, hurting yourself, anything kind of violent in nature. Be careful about the DV. Thank you very much, Coach Rhonda. Hey, Coach Rhonda. You gotta be careful about that. The people say on all platforms the word unalive because you don't wanna use the, unalive version of hurting yourself or someone else. So think about those words. Try to avoid those words as well. Anything that, again, anything that's dangerous. You want to be careful about political commentary and words that you say, especially TikTok will give you a violation for misinformation, conspiracy theories, all that type of stuff. Thank you so much, friends. I would try to avoid saying those people's names, the political names. You know who I'm talking about. Try to avoid that because, again, TikTok is scrutinizing that, so just be careful about how you say it. People usually come up with a nice, cute, little colorful slang term to say or say something that rhymes with this stuff. So, TikTok is also jealous. I would be careful about saying the other platforms as much, especially if it sounds like you're, redirecting people to those platforms, so be careful. How many words, shouldn't be used here? So I just explained that. So hopefully that's where, those names, yes. I just started, sharing my fitness journey. Oh, that's awesome, awesome. Yeah, that's a good slang word. People know who you're talking about when you say that, but don't repeat it in my chat. Very helpful. You're welcome, friend. New here looking for friends. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna talk about engagement. My new here looking for friends because you are not an engaged viewer. Um, what do I mean by that? Those who know. Why did I say that to Mark? Why would I say that to Mark? Mark, we gotta get you those the labels, the badges. Um, what are the words in this chat saying? What do you mean? What are the words in this chat? I don't know what you meant by that. Let me know what you meant. Yeah, when you start putting stuff in your chat, your live is your live. So you got to make sure you regulate the type of things that are happening in your chat. So sometimes I will mute people if they're saying something that's inappropriate. I'll mute those words, mute them, meaning that their words are taken away and then they can't talk anymore. So sometimes you have to control your chat in that way too. If they're chatting it up and saying stuff, that will trip the algorithm as well. So be careful in that way. And that indicates that is happening in your live stream. You're live, you got to protect it. So commentary in the chat matters, as well as when people come up in your boxes, the guest panels. You got to manage what people say there. I hear people cursing on lives. Yeah, they do. They can't curse all the time. If you use too many vulgarities, they'll get shut down too. So you gotta be careful. Again, 18 years and older is probably turned on, maybe their content disclosure, but over time, you gotta be make sure that you're not using harassing language, hate speech, anything like that will get you shut down. So, is it best to go live from your phone or a computer? I am pro phone. Computer, it didn't work well on my computer because my computer has so many windows and browsers open. I was saying the bandwidth matters, but someone said the RAM. I said the wrong word. So make sure you have enough RAM so that it can actually stream. If you're going to use the computer. So that's one thing to think about. It's a little bit of a learning curve. I hear it's a little glitchy at times too, but just be mindful of your actual computer or laptop that you're using. So yeah, any words we should avoid. Yeah, type in here, is it, yeah, anything, like I said, the unalive type terms, anything that sounds very violent, anything that sounds inappropriate, traumatic, yeah, avoid those type of terms. I don't talk about that in my life, so you guys shouldn't be saying it. I don't want to have to mute you, so don't say it. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. Hey, Dr. Erica, how are you, friends? Thank you so much. Okay, couple things. We're gonna talk about engagement really quickly. I probably have another 20 minutes at most that I can stay on. Um, how do you start a TikTok shop? Oh, pilot mode, you're gonna I'm not gonna talk about shop today because I don't have enough time. Come tomorrow, 10 or 4, see if we can ask that question earlier in the live so I can go down like a shop conversation. Shop is a little lengthier, so I'm not gonna be able to talk about that, but I will, I'm happy to cover it. Um, I'm good, still waiting on TikTok to verify my identity. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate the ice cream. Thank you so much for the roses. What do you mean, Dr. Erica? Message me. What do you mean your identity for what? Not the live. Not the live, is it? Let me know what you meant. Did you mean for like monetization purposes? Will you restart since I missed everything? No. What did you mean by restart? Restart my whole life? What about trending? What does that mean? Okay, mommy's on her live. Go. Thank you. Love you. Just started going live and I get so scared about violations. I try to be so careful. That's totally fine. You'll get used to it. In terms of what you can and can't say over time. Yes, I uploaded my ID, so I'm pending. Okay. Was that for monetization purposes, I'm assuming? Okay, gotcha. All right. Keep me posted. Message me if there's something I can do on my end. I don't know if I can, but I'll try. I can always send in an inquiry and see if there's something going on. Is it impacting your live or the monetization? Let me know what you meant. I know that someone is on TikTok. How can I find them? You can search on the home screen and see in that search bar if you know their username. That's the best way to find someone, knowing their username. But otherwise, yeah, they would have to you would have to have their username, searching on home screen. Thank you for all this information. You're welcome. There is an ad saying about watching videos and voting on them. Okay, okay, that's good. Participate in that. Guidelines are scary. Yeah, they get better, but I think a scam because it asks for 27 dollars. Um, I'm not sure. Is that the promote? I'm not sure what that meant. What do you mean? If it's on TikTok, it's probably maybe their promote services. Sometimes they will have a dollar amount on it. Just monetization. Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much, Dr. Erica. Have to go. Thank you so much. Okay, let me say this really quickly. My friends, we're gonna put the word blue in the chat because I am answering questions and some of y'all are not in order, all right? So I want you guys to get in order because I tell you guys all the time, we can see we can see what you got going on. So as a live host and as viewers, the people who know they know. So as viewers, you know what people are doing and what they're not doing. All right. So I say this because I want you guys to take this information and then obviously if you're looking to be a live host, you want to apply it. You cannot be a live host, and I stand 10 toes deep on this. You cannot be a live host if you are not an engaged viewer. And live host knows who engage and who don't. And you know as viewers who are engaging and who's not. And then as a viewer, you want to be mindful of who you latch on to because they just want the number. They're not looking to engage back. So you want to be mindful of who engages and who doesn't. Thank you so much, Coach Rhonda. Thank you so much. So the people put everybody in the chat, everybody here, put the word blue. I want you guys to check your engagement numbers. I'm going to even do it on my other account. So you guys see me put the word blue in the chat. And then once I put blue, I want you to click your photo. So I just put the word blue from my page here. And what I did is I clicked my photo. I clicked my profile photo. And once I click my profile photo, thank you very much, eye imagery. Appreciate you. Once I click it, my mini profile pops up. What I'm going to tell you to do is click your LV number, the blue box LV dot zero. This page is 21. Whatever your number is, LV1, LV9, LV0, LV13, LV17, LV 10, LV11, LV8, whatever your number is, click that. A blue screen pops up. So when I click it, blue screen pops up. So this is what we're looking at. We're looking at in this case, this is my backup page, but this is the level of engagement. There's a question mark. Everybody has this question mark. There's a question mark. You guys can read up and understand this on your own. Remember, I told you guys you got to do some homework. You're going to have to do some reading. Then you'll see what level you're at. If it says 0, then it probably tells you you need to engage. But essentially, this is the points you've collected from your engagement. There's a / symbol that tells you the points you need for the next level. For me, it would be 22. And then it tells me here, it's going to scroll past. It says how many points I need. to level up. Those points are the difference between what I got and what I need. Those level up points, when they show up again, it's going to scroll. There it is. Those level up points is what I'm paying attention to. Okay. So I'm paying attention to how do I get to the next level. So now you're going to ask me, why do I want to get to the next level? That level shows how I am supporting other lives. How am I a engaged viewer? That blue box follows me to every single live I go to. So if you don't have a blue box, okay, I want you to engage. You need a blue box. So in order to do that, that tells me, that speaks volumes about what you've been doing so far. You've been coming to lives and you've been ignoring TikTok's messages. TikTok sends you a little box or a blue thing pops up that points to the gift box or whatever, and you have been ignoring that. You have not been putting coins on your account. You haven't done any of the engagement activities when it comes to supporting the live stream by getting the daily heart me for someone's live. That means you would have the Lisa box next to your name or getting your blue box. All right. So if you're a live host, okay. Oh, this is good to know. Yeah. If you're a live host, you're wanting to be in my seat. The very first thing you need to do is be an engaged viewer. Okay. That's number one, because what you're going to do is sit in my seat and then say, hey, I want you guys to get my daily heart me. I want you to help me with my flash goal. I want you to tap the screen and share the live out. You don't want them to do all the things, but you haven't been doing it. Okay. So keep that in mind. What are you saying? What kind of message are you sending to say, I want you to do these things for my life, but I'm not going to do it for other lives because I clearly haven't been doing it if I don't have a blue box next to my name or the Lisa box next to my name. So keep that in mind. I share that with you all because I want you guys to understand now how you're engaging. And people don't show this enough because you really are supposed to be engaged viewers. You're not watching TV. This is not television. I am not on a TV show right now. I am live streaming, and my live stream requires engagement. My live stream requires for you guys to comment, to interact, to like the live, share it out, and for you to support by getting my fan club and sending the populars. That's what other people will be doing, or helping with my live goal, all the things. All right. So keep that in mind. I tell you guys that because when you come in a live, you plan. And then I don't tell you to break the bank. Thank you for that, Daily Heart Me. I don't tell you to break the bank. I never tell you to do that. You will never hear me say that. But I want you to understand what's happening here. Great nuggets as always. Thank you so much. This ain't TV. You got a Lorna. Lorna said, this ain't TV. Amanda, look at you. First time gifter. Thank you so much. What is Sending the Heart Me good for? Um, uh, Sending the Heart Me is how you become a fan club member. That's here up here on the top. Thank you very much, TLC. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for the populars keeping. Thank you so much, friends. So the heart that's how you become a fan club member. And so what I tell people, supporting sis is my first time too. Look at you, friend. Love it. Appreciate you. Um, what it says is that if you like someone, so think about being a fan of your favorite singer. You fill in the blank, whoever that person is, and you go to their concerts, you buy their music, you follow them on social media, you follow them in the tabloids or whatever else they're doing on TV, on any of the TV shows and stuff, and you're really a fan because you like that person. TikTok brought that same concept here and brought it to this fan club area. That's the heart next to my name. And that's how they have a list of things you can do to support the fan as a fan club member to support the room. So they're literally giving you a checklist of things to do to engage, and they want to see you grow in this room. So there's levels for the fan club, just like there's level for the blue box. So the orange heart, the Dr. Lisa, look at you, level 11. Oh my gosh, who's leveling up? Alex, level 20 in the room. 21. Awesome. Thank you for the level up ship. I appreciate that, friend. That was awesome. Alex said, let me send her my level up ship. Thank you. Let me say this about the level up ship. That's something you only can send once a week or until you level up. And so if you are doing that, I appreciate you sending it to me because you could have saved that for somebody else's room. So I appreciate you sharing it with me. Yes, thanks. I'm new to TikTok. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. You're awesome. Thank you for the roses, everybody. I appreciate that. Trying to get to 50 followers today. There we go, friend. Um, and so what I will tell you is that ultimately, why do you why do you want to be a super fan instead of a fan club? A fan. Super fans is a subscription. So, I mean, people will have different benefits from being a super fan. In the super fan, there is other features you can turn on. Let me do it real quick. I appreciate all y'all. So, for example, if I wanted to turn on, who are my super fans in the room? I'm going to turn on the super fan only chat, and only my super fans can chat right now. So that's the benefit for being a super fan. So if you're a super fan, drop a message in the chat, drop some stickers. Let me know who's in the room that's a super fan. Do we got any super fans? Coach Rhonda, you said I'm here. And so when it comes to this particular benefit, you could do that. You can just have your super fans connecting with you. Look at it, dropping some stickers. Are you the only super fan in the room? Where the super fans at? Oh Lord. Hey, Sally. Thank you so much. I was like, it's like 90 of y'all. Ain't no mothers. Like, what in the world? So thank you so much, friends. But the super fan, it offers that benefits. I do super fan only lives too, where we kind of sit and we come up in the boxes. It's kind of ask me anything. I usually bring some information specifically to the super fans first, or during that time, whatever's going on, kind of letting them know some more in depth information. I try to do that for my super fan benefit. Depending on what you do and how you set up your room, you can make it so that your super fans get these extra benefits. I'm looking to doing a super fan only group chat also. So that's the next thing I'm gonna do. I'm waiting a little bit because I do have the agency group chats going on. So I'm trying to decide how does that look for super fans. I want it to be a space where you guys can I'm not gonna be a person that will regulate it a lot. I want you guys to be able to share and see other people content. I want you guys to grow, and potentially that can be additional community that you're cultivating, people you can connect with. And so I'm hoping that's the benefit of it. In super fan group chats, you can have up to 300 people. So it probably will be a little bit chatty, but I think it's helpful to allow that type of connection. So I'm gonna turn off the super fan only chat so that you guys can talk again. But just recognize that's a benefit of being super fans. Um, and you can have other features that you operate to for your super fans. My point of the levels, let's go here. So the Lisa box, you can see there's two different boxes. The super fan has that brown swirl around it and it's a little longer. The regular Lisa box is for the fan club. Fan club members, you can go from level, this is very helpful. Thank you. You're welcome. You can go from level 1 to 50. Blue box, you can go to level 1 for 1 to 50 as well. Blue box levels, I tell people to think very strategically about how you're doing things. Hey, creeping, how you're doing things because you can go from level 1 to 50. Someone asked me, like, what's a good level? I say 25, right in the middle. 25 allows you to fly in like Creepin just did when she came in. She's a level 32er. She flew in. You saw her right there. You get that visibility, that presence that you have. Otherwise, everybody else who are under 25, you go under. You come in at the bottom. And the live hosts don't necessarily see you the way you see someone who is flying in at the top of your screen. The other thing is that 25, between 25 and 34, you have to be in a room that's under 100 to fly in and be noticed. If the room gets over 100 people, you have to be a level 35 and above to get that fly-in privilege, okay? So when you're in those rooms, that's really high impact, high engagement. A lot of people are coming in and engaging. You don't get to fly in because of that, because there's too many people in the room. TikTok gave me a puzzle piece. TikTok, you are not nice. Why did I get a puzzle piece? I have been talking and engaging. I think it was just checking on me. Thank you for the hand heart. I appreciate you, friend. Is the super fan for TikTok in general, or is it per user that I follow? Superfan is a live host feature only. So live hosts, if you're going live, that live host can turn on their superfan benefit, and it's a subscription, and across the board, no matter what room you're in, is $9.99 per month. And so you can get someone's super fan. Um, and that's for if the live host has activated their super fan, has turned it on, you can become their super fan. So the live host would have to do that. So every room should have a super fan, in my opinion. I teach about that. Hey, friend, thank you so much for joining the live. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. Creeping. Oh, got it. Thanks. And so just know that, some people really play up their super fans. Super fans in the Heart Me, it gives you that list of things you can do to engage. I told you that earlier. They just added where you now can gift. a super fan to other people, you'll see a treasure box that will pop up over here in the corner, and then you can gift it as well if you wanted to just, support people by giving them a super fan. Can you explain room? What do you mean by explaining room? This room is my live room. I'm live streaming. I'm in my room. What do you mean? Selena, let me know what you meant. Is it called a roux? What is a roux? Did I say something? Did my Chicago accent come out? What just happened? What just happened? I was like, maybe I said it. And they was like, what is she saying? Um, for some people, you could be making 100,000 a month. For some people, is that a question? I'm sorry, 10,000 a month. Was that a question? Let me know if you're asking. Could people make that much on TikTok a month? Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm just curious. Are you a real doctor or is it just a name you chose? I am a PhD. I'm not an MD. I am a real PhD. I actually have my dissertation here. Both my husband and I, both of our dissertations are right here. Set it right here. Yeah. So I'm gonna put my name on the internet because I am on the internet. Oh, but yeah. So I am a PhD. So be it PhD in leadership and education, concentration, higher ed administration. So yeah, thank you so much for asking. Know you mentioned having a super fan in a room. I just wanted to make sure our room was different. I don't know what you mean still. Let me know. You have beautiful skin. Lips. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Too blessed. PhD is better than MD. Oh, nice. Sound like Maywood. What is Maywood? Sounded like Maywood. Who's Maywood? Sorry for the confusion. No problem. No problem. Wow. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you. So I'm written unstoppable. Appreciate it. I'm just starting to TikTok. Can't go live yet. Okay. Okay. We'll give it time. You got this, friend. Stay with it. I thought room meant to be different than the live. Your live room, your live stream, your stream. Maybe I shouldn't have said room, but this is your stream room. Whatever you want to say, friend. Illinois. Oh, Maywood, Illinois. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Is that where you're from? Maywood? Let me know if that's what you meant. I am Chicago girl, South Side. Yep. So yeah, hello, friends. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I live in Orlando, Florida. I'm in Florida, so yes. So come on in, everybody. 100K likes. Did we do that for real? All right. Yeah, Chicago. That's where I'm from. You said, where are you from? Chicago originally, and then I live in Florida. Yep. Thank you. Um, all my confusion. No problem, friend. No problem. All right. So I have a few more minutes. So the agency, we are doing our weekly meeting. Oh, the Adirondacks. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for joining. We are doing our weekly meeting for the agency. It's a free creator network agency. If you guys are interested in joining, you can apply. It's free because TikTok pays you based on the gifting and engagement that happens in your room. And then TikTok takes a percentage. TikTok gets up to 60%, well, more than 60 if you are not going live enough, um, or not getting enough engagement. They take, I'm sorry, based on how many followers you get and time you're here, TikTok takes the percentage. Okay. So know that they typically will get about 60 if you get your max of 40. All right. With their percentage, they pay agencies. So TikTok pays you, they pay themselves, and then they pay agencies. And so that's how it works. Agencies give you training as well as monetization strategy. They help you with growing your live stream and helping you understand how to do engagement. Engagement is key as a live host. Agency is free to join. It is free because it's under the Creator Network program. So if you're curious about that, let me know. But the Creator Network program is a program under your live analytics. I mean, under your live center. Um, thank you so much. I don't know what that means, but thank you so much, friend. Let me see. I'm about to mute you now because I don't want to get in trouble with TikTok. We got to be careful about what we say in here. I don't want the stream to get impacted by words that TikTok is like, well, what does that mean? Yes, please. All right. You said I am, please. So let me show you guys because I just want to make sure you guys get the information you need. Um, so good evening, everyone. Hello, Joseph. How are you? So if you're on your page, you're gonna go to TikTok Studio. If you click over to the live side, you can scroll down and under tools and resources, I want you to click that. And then under here is the creator network. See that creator network? It says join because this account is not with an agency. You only can have one agency per person for one account. So keep that in mind. So if I click this, it's going to say join. It'll have all that information. If you belong to an agency, this is where you would see what agency you belong to, and you can read through the requirements for that agency. But this is part of the program I'm talking about, the creator network. Creator Networks. And so that's the program I'm referring to. It is a free program because again, TikTok pays you and they pay the agency, and they pay themselves. And so I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. You're welcome. Please one more. What does that mean, friend? In terms of showing it to you, you want to make sure that you go under the Creator Network. Once you go live, let me say this. In order for you to be an agency, it's under the Creator Network on the live stream. You don't have that yet. So that's what I was about to say. You don't what I'm showing you, you don't have yet because you have to have live access to see that particular screen. So because you're so new, you don't have it yet. How long I can be with one agency? It depends on their contract. So right now, my contracts are 6 months. They can be up to 3 years, depends on the agency. I did not extend them that high, that far out yet because I'm being very exclusive and selective. So let me say that. I want to make sure that the people coming into my agency are people who are ready and willing to go live. And so we have over 165 people in the agency. And what I'm learning is that there's a lot of people who think they want to go live, but they're not willing to do the live work and not really willing to kind of put the time and effort into it. So for that reason, I'm like, okay, I need to make sure that I'm bringing people in that I have the capacity to support as well as that are willing to do the work. So you just got to keep showing up. And I tell you, at a minimum, show up 3 days a week for about 90 minutes. You want to get to the point where you're going more frequently, 4 days, 5 days, 7 days daily would be ideal. I go twice a day, every day. I'm grown quite a bit. Somebody was asking about 10,000 per month. That is actually a true statement because if you're an A leaguer, say you're an A leaguer that your gift gallery is getting filled and lit up every week. Okay. That A league gallery is probably worth 3,000 by itself. And so think about that times 4 weeks in a month. So the answer is yes to your question. And there are people who are doing just that. They're growing, they're building their community. They have a community that's supporting them. They're battling, they're doing all the things, and they're doing really well on this app. All right. But it's going to be up to you to determine what type of path you want to take. How do you want to engage? How do you want to grow? Um, and so let me talk about you said interesting. Yeah, yeah, there's lots of money to be made on this app. Thank you for sharing all the information. You are so welcome. Um, so you said thank you for being open. I'm helping me already. You're welcome, friend. No problem. So really, when everything's said and done, how does the agency get paid if it's free? TikTok pays the agency. So TikTok pays you because of the gifting and engagement that happens in your life, and then TikTok pays the agency. So TikTok takes a percentage. Okay. So the agency are only getting a few percentages. And so with that, obviously the whole point of an agency is to recruit and build and bring in more people. Ideally, you want to bring people in who are willing to show up and do the work. So that's going to be the main thing. When it comes to, can you show one more time how to connect with the agency? That's not how you connect, though. The agency have to send you an invite. I just showed you where the program sits. So I'm gonna show where you guys can get connected. Let me put it in the chat here. So the agency will help me to learn how to go live. The agency will give you strategy and training on how to go live on live strategy, tell you where resources are. You have to show up. You actually have to do the work. You actually have to learn and train on your own. You do your live. The agency does not do it for you. If you are not already going live, you can't even join the agency. So you already have to start the live journey before you even join an agency because TikTok won't allow you to go live, of course. Totally understand. The reason why I said that, Brandy, and not to be facetious or anything or sound like I'm being, a certain way about it. But I've had some people join with the expectation that the agency is going to hold your hand the whole way, and certain people were not even going live because it was like, "Well, I'm nervous, I'm scared, no one's there with me." And so that can't be your mindset. And that's why honestly, that's why you actually have to start the live journey going live so you can understand that you have to keep showing up, you're building your community, you're gonna actively engage outside of other lives. I just taught you guys just even this example of your blue box and understanding how to engage and get a blue box. Those are things you're gonna have to do for other people. You want to support lives, but you also want people to support your live. So you got to kind of be in that mindset of, okay, if I'm going to really do this and do it successfully, that means that I need to show up. I need to go to the trainings. I need to make sure that I'm reading and looking at different features. Maybe I go to other lives that are similar in my niche and I see what they're doing and I take some of those ideas and bring it to my live stream. Like you are really being very entrepreneurial in terms of how you're operating and thinking about this. And you're showing up and you're being consistent. So that's a big piece of it. I say that because I've had too many people have a different expectation. And I want to make sure I manage expectations because it is going to be up to you. Your live is your live. Why do they limit the number of people you can follow? Um, Y On a daily basis, you can follow up to 200. Again, I guess they're just trying to manage you just following people just to be following people. Like, you're supposed to be intentionally engaging with people, and the max you can follow is 10,000. And again, I think that's also recognizing that if this is an engagement app, how are you engaging with more than 10,000 people? Now, you can have other people follow you, the sky's the limit. But in terms of who you're engaging with, it also feeds your algorithm. It tells TikTok what type of individuals you want to see, what type of content you want to see. And so you want to be intentional about that as well, which means that you should actually have lower numbers so that it doesn't confuse your algorithm. And so that's why my numbers are lower too. So I'm being intentional about not trying to confuse it. Although everybody in my agency I do follow, and my top supporters I follow as well. What are they? So let's see. Thank you so much, friend. Going live tonight on my biz page and talking about my new digital product. All right, madam. Awesome, awesome. How many lives I need to do before I join? You want to do your first 3 lives so that you can get all full live access, and you want to come up with a plan to go live. I tell people at least in my agency 4 days for an hour each so that you can be consistent. I want you to start going. That's not going to get you necessarily pushed out quickly. Daily for at least 90 minutes to 2 hours does help. Okay. I see you have a mic. It's the best that you get a mic for your lives as well. Yes, sound quality is good. But really quickly, smoke and mirrors. This mic is not for my live stream here. It's actually for my YouTube. It's mic to the YouTube. So my YouTube is seeing the mic. This is their mic. This is y'all mic. But you guys are here, so it's kind of my way of making sure that the mic is in the screen and is visible. But my phone is actually picking up the sound. Daily is ideally what you wanna do. Ideally, to really grow and get a presence here, I got weird accounts following me. Do you really? Oh, sorry to hear that. How many lives I need to do? Okay, so I just answered that. Okay, really quickly. So quickly, things that you need to know. If you are interested in an agency, you can use Service Plus. Service Plus is here in the corner. Let me flip my screen so I can point to it correctly. It's here in the corner. This is Service Plus. You can click that and message me that you want to join the agency, or click my Service Plus pin card here and message me that you're interested in the agency, and I'll send you information. I do offer one-on-one consultations if you want to do that, and I also offer coaching packages. So that's something else I offer. So those are the type of things that you can do as well. You said I have Service Plus too. Yes, activate Service Plus. That's what you want to do, friends. Activate it so you can use this pin card. You could pin messages every 30 minutes. I'm sorry, every 3 minutes for 30 seconds. And so that is Service Plus. Hey, short stuff. How you doing, friend? My account is personal. Personal. Yeah. The agency page is this page. So really quickly, if you're interested in the agency, let me message and put the message in the agency in here. I'm going to say hello and I'll pin it. If you are interested in the agency, I would say go to this account too, really quickly. Um, I'll say hello. If you go to this account, you can follow it, and also the first couple video posts has the apply link for the agency, so you can apply that way. So that's a way to apply. In terms of what I offer, training, we do campaigns for you to monetize. I encourage you to do TikToks campaigns as well because they really want those campaigns are for people in the agency. A lot of well, you guys have different campaigns that other creators don't have access to. So those are out there for you. I tell you guys also to make sure you are attending my meetings. I do meetings every week on Sundays. I also do, hey, Superfan Spiritual, how are you doing, friend? I also do one-on-ones with my creators to look at your analytics. We talk about this being a data-driven agency. So I want you guys to look at your analytics and how to grow. I also offer a school platform, SKOOL, where you can go over there and get resources. I have a 3-page checklist on how to go live that is free for you all, as well as some video content that you can see, as well as the community guidelines. And then you can connect with other creators in the agency to maybe co-stream with them and partner with them. So there's so many different opportunities. We do group chats here on TikTok, so you can share out your live, share out your content. Hey, friend, thank you for grabbing that daily heart me 100 minutes, flawless. Miss Flawless, thank you so much. Doing my homework on checking your page. Awesome, friend. All right. Sent you a message. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate it. Um, thank you for the populars. And so just know that there are resources like that available. We don't require you to battle. I do strongly encourage you to be open to it so that you can monetize even more. Somebody asked that question about making money here. That is a big piece of it. You want to be intentional about what you're doing. Um, and TikTok does give you, I mean, when it comes to those match events, that's what it's called when you co-stream with another co-host, I mean with another live host, you guys are competing for the most points. TikTok will push more people in your room because you're having those battle events. It does give you a little bit more exposure, especially if you're doing it with a campaign. You also will get more monetization that happens from that as well. And then it creates another event and excitement for your room. So just know that's something you could do and you want to be strategic about doing it more often than not. Um, that's an other account. I see your videos there. Yep. That's the official agency page. I need to do more content there, but yes, that's the official agency page. Interested would like more. Yep. So message me, you all, if you have questions. Do you teach battle if the agencies are interested? Yeah, I do teach it. We have a couple creators in the agency that battle all the time. And so you can get some good tips and strategies from them. In my school platform, there's a whole area that talks about we have a one of the modules talks about battling and some things you need to know and get you prepared to do it. You want to be intentional about sharing it with your community, marketing it, posting about it. You can do box battles. Those are where you can do multi panels and have people in your room come in and battle that way. Um, and so, yeah, there's so many different ways you can do it. Um, Group battles. We have a couple creators that do that at night. Can you share the information with me also, please? What do you mean share what information, friend? Too blessed. What do you mean by that? If you want to message me, if you're interested in an agency, you would have to apply. The resources I'm talking about are in the school platform. Once you become an agency person. So, in terms of battling, if that's what you're asking. All right. The name for your backup. Oh, um, I just posted it in here. Let me see. I'll pin it again. Um, okay. So yeah, it's pinned. So that's the agency. Launch your income agency. That's it. Not special. Launch your income agency. Okay, friends, really quickly, who is going live tonight? I want to make sure you guys get some exposure. Tell me who is going live so you put your title, your live stream, your topic, rather, topic, time, and time zone. Don't forget that time zone. Topic, time, and time zone. put that in there for us if you're going live tonight. So hopefully you get a little bit of exposure so people can see that you are going live and can connect with you if it's something that they want to participate in. Okay. So again, I want to make sure you guys are feeling supported. I am going to get off. So thank you all for supporting. Put it in the chat. I'm going to give you guys like 2 minutes. We'll do a little quick roll call so we can say who's going live. One day this week, flawless. That's what you're going to do. She said, one day this week, I'm going to do it. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you very much, Eye Imagery. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. Brett Love, thank you for the hearts. I see you, friend. Thank you for the winks. I see you. Tay, thank you so much, friend. How to create content from scratch, 9 p.m. Eastern. Love it. That is pilot mode. Thank you so much for sharing how to create content from scratch is what he's doing. Probably tomorrow after doctor appointment. Okay, Duchess. Thank you so much for being here. Um, you said, "I'm gonna try tonight or the week." Okay. Whisper Walk, you said, "Friendship going on in 2 minutes, whisper double." Um, what is that? Friendship going. What does that mean? Is that your live stream? Let me know if that's what you meant. Coaching for beginner creators on live strategy, ask tips on. Okay, that was the AI. The AI summary had that for me. Okay, we that's good AI summary. You did well. Anybody else? Anybody else going live? Let me know. Thank you and good night. Thank you, Paula. Appreciate you. Feel free to come back. Hey guys, new here. Follow me on my sober journey. All right, friend. Okay, welcome to the room. You said I want to go live tomorrow. All right, friend. Well, keep going. You got this. You got this. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Um, let's talk. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Viv. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you being here. Um, my other friends, thank you for the follow. Others coming into the room. Make sure you guys claim your points. If you are a fan club member, that means you have Lisa next to your name and your badge, that Lisa badge. Go down and claim those points. You want to click that so you can level up in my room, get the points that you deserve. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much, Chelsea. Appreciate you being here. Let me know if you have questions about live streaming. And then you want to make sure that you are engaging, Frank. You have no badges. You don't have the daily heartbeat or zero, level zero blue box. So you don't have that blue box next to your name. So you want to be an engaged viewer. You want to be an engaged viewer because we can see it, friend. First time here. How you doing, Lab? Thank you so much. Thank you much. Should I share my story for the first time live? No. First time live, you want to learn about the features here. That's what I tell people to do. Engage with other people. Do I advise? Do I advise from I'm going live? Yeah. So don't talk about your story. I want you to talk about learning the features. That's what I want you to talk about. I tell people that all the time. I think we jump into talking about why we're here on the first live, and it could be easily saying, "Hey, I'm trying to figure out these effects or the sound effects." Or, what's this daily heart me about? Let me look at that. What is that about? So those are the things you should be doing. Number of people in the room, click the question mark. How to become top viewer? What do these two boxes mean? The two circles next to that number. So understanding this platform to me is your first 3 lives. That's what you're doing. And you can say, I'm going to start going live. This is my first live. I'm going to go live on this topic and I'm going to share my stuff, my story. But at the same time, right now, I'm learning. Hey, do you know how these features go? Do you go live? Where are you from? You're engaging with the people in the room. Yep. I want to start shop lives. Okay, I love that. That actually is a very good idea. Yeah. Yeah, because here I'm thinking that I need to have a topic for the first time and that's stressful. Don't overdo it. Too late, Doc. I want you to start over, Alex. Start from scratch. Be like, hey, my doc told me to start over. What's the circle number up there with the plus sign? You know what? I want you to click the number of people in the room. Click the number of people in the room. If you stop and click the number of people in the room, it pulls up top viewers and it pulls up a question mark. Click that question mark. Ah, be nice. And it tells you all the information you need to know. So that's why I say I want you guys to explore and read all this stuff. New to your room. And so those are the top viewers. That's my 1 and 2 people. Okay, may need a script. So Welcome to the room, everybody. All right, y'all, your girl gotta go. I got 27 minutes before I need to be in my other meeting for the community. So I need to get some water and get ready for that conversation with folks and connect with my community. Um, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Empress Melanie, thank you so much. Reading as in things with words. Exactly. Thank you so much. Have a great night. You are so welcome. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate you all supporting the live stream. Thank you all for supporting. So definitely, if you have not set a bell for when I go live, click my photo. If you click my photo at the top of the screen here, it pops up my mini profile. If you click my photo again, takes you to my main page. And in my main page, there's a bell. If you click that bell, you can get notifications of when I go live and when I post content. So that is my way of telling you how to fully engage with my page and my content. And you guys can track when I go live. When I end this live, you can actually sign up for my next live because I actually do make sure that I try to schedule live events. So you guys can register and sign up for the next live. So you know when I get live, you may get a notification. Hopefully you do. TikTok is sometimes a little funky about that, but hopefully you get a notification when I'm live and you can see it. And so you can keep coming back and connecting. Everything I tell you I do, hopefully you're taking notes so you can go back and look at my YouTube channel because I tell you how to do things that you can obviously apply to your life and think about how do you engage in your community in the same way. You can ring my bell. Remember that's how I know Orange Vigilant. Hey, I sent you Halacu's live stream. Let me know if you got it. I sent you a message the other day when she was live. And she's actually live as we speak. So she's live right now. I see it on the screen. So she is actually live right now. So if you want to see how she talks about things, I think that's where you were trying to figure out, okay, what can I say? What can I not say? She's never gotten in trouble, knock on wood. Hopefully I'm not jinxing her. She's been really good. She's very funny and creative and colorful in terms of how she says things. What is the function of signing up? What you mean? What's the function of signing up? How do you sign up for what? Let me know what you meant, friend. Um, what are you using for live? I mean, phone or laptop? Phone. I'm a phone person. Yeah, I'm a phone person. So, Orange Vigilant, I hope you heard what I said, friend. Hopefully you got what I said. I am about to get off. I appreciate you all supporting. If you got your points, claim your points. Thank you so much for being here. And then I'm going to be back tomorrow at, I was going to say 10 o'clock. I think I'm gonna come back on a little earlier, maybe even 9:30. I may come on in the morning earlier because tomorrow is my little guy, my little 6-year-old. He turns 6 tomorrow. Tomorrow's his birthday. And so I wanna, I'm bringing him, lunch. So I'm gonna have to get off my live early so I can run over to the school and bring him lunch and have lunch with him. So you guys are gonna see me early and kinda how I'm rushing off today. I'm gonna have to be really rushing off tomorrow because tomorrow I'm gonna have to really get off so I can get to the school in time. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate the support. Thank you for the compliments. Let me know if any last minute questions. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you all. You guys are great. Thank you so much. So you guys might see me as early as 9:30 tomorrow. I'll come on, try to come on a little earlier so I can get off early. So I'm gonna have a super fast live stream and I think I definitely will have a hard stop maybe by like 10:50ish, so I can get over there and get signed in time for lunch. So so all that type of stuff I have to do. In the he's a kindergartner, so we gotta get to the kindergarten lunch. Um, all right, friends, I appreciate you guys. I will be back tomorrow, so appreciate everybody joining. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. You guys have a good evening. Make sure you follow the live host and click my bell so you can get notifications of when I go live again. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. All right, friends. Thank you so much. I will see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.